In this video number 5, we will study about the needs or requirement of stakeholders. First, we will take about the people. As we know, the local people need large quantities of firewood, small timber and thatch. Bamboo is used to make slate for huts and for making basket, which is used for storing and collecting food materials. Implements for agriculture, fishing and hunting are largely made up of wood. Forests are sites for fishing and hunting. In addition to this, the people gathering fruits, nuts and medicine from the forest. Their cattle also graze in the forest area or feed on the fodder which is collected from the forest. Second stakeholder is the forest department, which is a government department, and it is mainly meant for the monitoring of the forest resources. We must think that the such use of the forest resources would lead to the exhaustion of these resources. We never forget that before the British came and took over most of our forest area, people had been living in these forests for centuries. They had developed practices to ensure that the resources were used in a sustainable manner. After the British took control of the forest, which they exploited ruthlessly for their own purposes, these people were forced to depend on much smaller areas, and forest resources started becoming overexploited to some extent. The forest department in the independent India took over from the British, but the local knowledge and the local needs continued to be ignored in the management practices. As a result of which, the vast tracts of forest have been converted to monocultures of the pine, teak or eucalyptus. In order to plant these trees, huge areas are first cleared of all vegetation. This destroys a large amount of the biodiversity in the area. Not only this, the varied needs of the local people, leaves for fodder, herbs for medicines, fruits and nuts for the food, can no longer be made from such forest. Such plantations are useful for the industries to access specific products and are an important source of revenue for the forest department. The third stakeholder is the industries or industrialist. As we know, there are many industries which are based on the forest produce. For example, timber, paper, log and the sports equipments. Industries would consider the forest as merely a source of raw material for its factories, and huge interest group lobby the government for access to this raw material at artificially low rates. Since these industries have a greater reach than the local people, they are not interested in sustainability of the forest in one particular area. For example, after cutting down all the teak trees in one area or bamboo trees in one area, they will get their teak or bamboo from a forest further away. They do not have any stake in ensuring that one particular area should yield an optimal amount of some produce for all generations to come. The fourth and the last stakeholder is the nature and wildlife enthusiasts. As we know, these are the people or group of people who are in no way dependent on the forest, but who may have considerable say in their management. The conservationists were initially taken up with large animals like lion, tiger, elephant and the rhinoceros. They now recognize the need to preserve biodiversity as a whole, but we should recognize these people as a farming part of the forest system. There have been enough instances of local people working traditionally for conservation of the forest. For example, in the case of Bishnoi community who reside in the western Rajasthan, near on the border of the Thar Desert, conservation of the forest and wildlife has been a religious tenet for them. These nature loving people have for centuries been conserving the flora and the fauna to the extent of sacrificing their lives to protect the environment. They are living with the basic philosophy that all living things have a right to survive and share all resources. The government of India has recently instituted an Amrita Devi Bishnoi National Award for wildlife conservation in the memory of Amrita Devi Bishnoi, who in 1731 sacrificed her life along with 363 other people for the protection of khajri trees in Khajrali village near Jodhpur in Rajasthan.